G'day guys, we had a bit of a technical glitch as we do. Now I'm gonna put here we go. Here's this mic. See, I'm funny. I'm a hype man. I'm funny. Anyway, back to part one, part two, however you want to call it, of a chat with Jay, with my great mate Solomon in the good old US of A. And it's so patriotic. I love it. Houston, Texas, the Lone Star State, the home of the Von Erichs, the home of Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels and all them, you know. But all the greats. But we're talking to Solomon. We're going to do pass the mic over. See this little mic? See, we're not going to be that perfect like some people are. Couldn't give a stuff. I'm an Aussie smartass. Anyway, let's get back to seriousness. We're talking about spirituality and when you woke up, Solomon. Tell us a little bit about it. Just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that green thing, though. I'll keep an eye for you.
Okay. So back what I was saying, it was like it was a light that it
just says fine.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
It was a light that came on, right? And I was so aware. That's how I knew my sentence was opening, and it happened in the spot. I went from engaging in the arguments and next to doing whatever to really sitting back and watching, and people noticed that I got quiet. But
did you find at that time that people, when they noticed you were trying to be this big person, right? And I know I did this myself. Hang on, I'm just going to get in the thing here. So if I was going to be this big person, right, and people, I wanted you to see me, so I do all this garbage, right? Mm-hmm. Suddenly I step back. Suddenly
that's
they want to know
exactly how
me.
It was.
Exactly, and then they want to know. Go, hang on, Solomon's quiet.
That's exactly how it was, because it went from straight fighting and arguments to what's wrong with you, and they noticed I was quiet.
How funny is that? What was your epiphany with that? I mean,
I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. The only thing I knew that it was something.
You know what I'll do? I'll interview. How's that? There you go. So you can just use your hands. Because you love doing the hand thing.
Yeah. The only thing that I knew that it was something that was guiding me, showing me something that was happening in the moment.
Yeah.
You see
that's
what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. I can see that when I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I can see that, when you're standing there. I mean, when you get channeled, man, like now, see, that's what we're talking about. Now, look at you. So your energy has changed, and now you wanted to say to yourself, how can I express myself? And this is what we're doing, this, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to express ourselves the way we want to. You're hearing what this man's all about, because the amount of work and the knowledge he's got is amazing.
Yeah, it's the real deal here, and I'm telling y'all, I'm in Southwest Houston, Texas.
How cool's that in Texas?
And if you know about the Southwest side, I'm on Westheimer, fam.
Let's leave it at that.
Exactly. So he came all the way from Australia to hear my story. That was the most beautiful thing in the world. So when it comes down to this spirituality, consciousness, first off, is like you have to know it. So
what's your definition of consciousness?
Awareness.
So okay, awareness.
Being aware, being aware, understanding, right? Understanding that it's always a higher mind, a higher thought, a higher something out there. And that's what I asked you the other night. I was like, bro, how could you explain mental manipulation to a world that's already mentally manipulated?
Well, I think that with that one, we were talking about that, and this is the kind of thing that Solomon's going to talk about, and I think this is the purpose of this interview, is to show exactly the knowledge of this man, of my great friend, and this is why I'm on I'm called it the Remove the Mask, Write My Story tour, instead of the bloody rock and roll lifestyle craziness tour that I thought it was. But to create this, we've got so much knowledge. This man's got so much knowledge. He's here about consciousness, awareness, and he talks about the occult. Yeah. He's very big on the occult. And everyone's going, oh my God, he's a devil worshipper. Nothing like that. Mate, if you actually look, and Blackie Lawless said it well, my hero from Wasp, if you actually read it, I've read it too, it's a case of a mindset and where you're at and understanding. Because a lot of things, even Solomon was telling me about this Texas tornado. I'll call it the Texas tornado because I can, because I love Kerry Von Erich, God rest his soul. How people are worried about something. I mean, yes, it can. It can be devastating, but you tell me what you said to them and what your response was to people panicking really badly about this so-called big Texas tornado coming.
See, I'm at work And I work in the hotel industry, and the hotels start filling up. You see people coming in, they panicking about the hurricane. Oh, it's finna come to Houston, and it's doing this and it's doing that. Each and every one of them on the same thought frame, the same thought pattern. So when I saw that, you see, I told them each and every one of y'all thinking the same thing. They got y'all on the fear frequency. The thing is, us as humans and together as a collective of thoughts, because people don't understand the thought world, you see. So as a collective of thoughts, you can never deny it, because where two or more are gathered in my name, I am there. So everybody understand that scripture. So look at it as a collective of people thinking the same things. So our thoughts, emotions, and all that manifest. It brings manifest. Everything you think of has to become an outward manifestation or an inward dis-ease. How can I explain it to people
The
that want
disease. I
to
mean,
hear
you don't explain. This is what you're going to be. So if you want to tune into Solomon's very soon, he'll tell you a little bit about. But at the end of the day, it's what we think, and obviously, look, we've got to be aware of stuff that's happening in the world. I mean, there's obviously Texas tornadoes and flash flooding, and in Australia we've got bushfires. I mean, that's real. But at the end of the day, I mean, we can basically say they always say in those big those in all those personal development ones is your mind is where you're at, and you create that stuff. You can create that stuff. I know myself. I'm creating better choices and better life for myself with the spiritual change that I had and the breakdown and actually looking into myself and doing all this work. You've seen all the work I've done.
powerful.
It's powerful work. I don't know how powerful it is. I just write, man.
Anything that will make you internalize deeply. That's why I told you when I was reading it. I said all these questions. I'm telling you. You want me to tell you how you're gonna be able to peep them out? The ones that answer your questions real fast. It's no way possible.
No,
Somebody
you can't.
you can't do it, bro. Not reading what I read, that had me going like so inside. I felt every energy center. That's how I knew where I was when I was thinking about it. So that shadow work course is gonna be powerful. It's gonna make you look inside yourself. This man can make you internalize. He has the power to make a person tap into themselves, internalize. But the feedback this man will get, because when a person that's not aware, because I'm an aware person, right? And when he talk, I project. That projection alone can either help my boy or hurt my boy, and I would rather help him. So when you imagine when somebody have the ability to make a person's mind project, dude, if they're not consciously aware, they're gonna be thinking you probably talking about them on a low or something like that.
That's exactly it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the type of things I want people to become aware of, because you can't answer those questions just like that, dude. I'm still thinking about some of them till this day. So that's why I told you, anything you ask me, if I get back with you in a couple of days, I done pondered on it, I done dug deep on it, and I can give you an honest answer.
I don't think anyone can give them an honest answer if they're not. There's a lot of people out there looking for themselves, and I think Greg Riley and Greg Riley especially is starting to say we really have to look into ourselves and what we're doing. And you're right. The questions that I got was from Greg. Big shout out to Greg Riley from the USA, my friend. He'll laugh at me and go, God, he's at it again. He crazy bastard he is. But I think that what I've done in the last couple of days is really come into myself with really finding, I guess, to actually use the power that I've got. Everyone says, I'm an energetic nightmare, and I've got this craziness and stuff. But this is not. I'm a powerhouse, and now I've been crushed all my life. But even like that. Yeah, that's exactly right. So, like but I've inspired this man. He's got so much knowledge. It's not funny. So, on for the last bit of this video, tell us a little bit about what you want to do. And you've told me this, so you don't have to sit there. Okay. But you ran it off like that, man. Okay. What are you going to give with this knowledge? You're reading. I know you're reading, but I know you're going to be a great gifted philosopher. Yeah. I got called that another day by a great American man, my friend Jimmy Hawkins in New York. I only met him a couple of days, but I should be doing philosophy. That's what he reckons. If I'm doing philosophy, this guy's a doctor. So with all this info, Don't be worried about what everyone else thinks. What are you going to do to help people?
I'm gonna flip it a little bit. It's like
Look out.
Here, to
Flip these
what I
things
want
out.
to do to be able to help people is to get people to see through the symbolism
Yep.
of everything, right?
Good.
And believing, right? Believing is believing, hoping, and a few more things is some of the most negative bull crap you can do to yourself.
Bullshit.
You feel me? It is, bro.
Bullshit.
Because now we are dealing with a whole new age. You see,
We're going into age of Aquarius, so that's the big thing.
The
is
water
that
bearer.
Water bearer. Let's have a look at.
you see,
They always talk about the change in going from the age of Pisces. We won't go into that.
that was illusions.
We'll keep that. We'll keep that. Yeah, that's illusion. Now everything's crumbling. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. Because we have to come into the age of knowing. And this is how I told my daughter, right? I said, Mars is up there. We believe Mars is up there. We never saw Mars, but we had no choice but to believe that it's up there. But it's not until you go to NASA, bro, and you look into that telescope and you literally see Mars, Venus, Saturn. Now you know it's up there. You see? So if you take that analogy and just run with it and see it through the entire spectrum, you will see this is the age of knowing. You have to know something.
So much information's coming out these days, isn't it? Like we're so informed. I think it's the age of knowing. I think Tony Robbins and Dean Graziano said the same thing. They said it's a different way. People's knowledge and their stories, and we all have superpowers. You know, I might be Robin from the Melbourne's Dynamic Duo. Big shout out to my partner Batman, and my other partner Batgirl. Anyway, off the topic, but at the end of the day, we're all superheroes in our own way. We all have our own powers, but we're all coming into the collective. Hint, hint, super friends.
Yeah. It's like this here, bro. Look, check it out.
We're going to put it up so people can see it.
This is for my religious minds.
Okay. Whoa, here we go.
Right,
let's do it.
You see, because I speak to different minds.
Right, yeah.
Our minds are higher than most, but it's like this here for the religious minds, right? Y'all so worried, Christians especially, y'all so worried about a second coming, right? So if we was worried about a second coming of whoever, whatever it may be, right? Wouldn't that age be like right now? Wouldn't it be right now? Because you got enough information out here to enlighten the fuck out you. You don't need a society to do it. You don't need no type of sororities. None of that no more. So once you understand the occult level to things, you understand nothing was never truly hidden. But if you worry about a second coming, it should be at this time, because everybody should be wise. You got the internet.
Yeah.
The imitation astral plane. That's why the Akashic Records is going to be null and void if we keep up with this technology. Why are you going to need to tap into the Akashic?
Well, we do need to tap into the Akashic. We'll go into that too. You can talk to Jackie about that one. That's a good one. I reckon you and Jackie, Jackie, this is for you.
Jackie.
See you in a couple of weeks.
But
yeah, you get where I'm going. Now, we need the Akashic Records are the spiritual thing. This can be used
This is the imitation.
Okay.
It's the fuck shit that's going on here to make spirits not come alive.
But the thing is, I'll counteract that, but I think it's a great thing. But if you use it for the right way. Yeah, we know how to use because
you're a magician. You know how to use it.
Oh, so are you. But we're all magicians. If we can see if we see through the fog, we see through the fog. We can see that we these things are great things. It's like these things are great to help us and should be able to help us.
You're right, bro. Because you helped me tap in. This is what just happened right now, literally. You can't get mad at this thing because first off, it's inanimate. Plus, it's just doing what it's made to do. Yeah, we point at the computer, y'all. Sorry, but it's just doing what it's made to do. So how could you be mad at something that's just it's already programmed to do it? You see, but
I'll go back to one thing. We can program it to do what we need to do. So we can watch Wayne Dyer's A Shift.
Yeah.
Or we can go, or we can go and watch some rubbish on there, whatever you want to do. But big one for Michael McNair. Here's one for you. I'll give you another thought. Is what we feed our bodies, like your nutrients. We eat a bit of crap. Who gives a shit? Yeah. But think about what we feed our minds and where our minds are at when we think about it. This is where I had the Nikki Sixx moment, where my mind was absolutely up the shitter, crapper, toilet, whatever you want to put, dunny, all that. and then I feed it with the stuff about Nikki Sixx, the way great man got back from where he was, but he did a joke. He did an OD, right? But God forsake him, he's here and he's done a wonderful thing. He's done a wonderful thing. He's come back, but where what I was watching was feeding my mind with negativity. Oh, I'm going to do this, I want to do that, and it nearly did. Not that
it's just that you tapped into.
I went to a point where I was, I had the breakdown, but I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, it's just that it's like this here. It's funny you said Nikki Sixx, bro, but it's like this here. The way you said that he is still here, he really is. He's just not in human form anymore. He's more of an energy signature that if you focus on his symbol, we're going to say his face, right?
Yep.
And if you focus on it and you already know the individual, once you do that, here comes the speed of thought, bro. So when that happens, right, you are calling that energy signature. So I believe you probably know Nikki Sixx deeper than anybody that never tapped into it.
Well, this is the whole point. We tap into things we know about.
Yeah.
And well, as I said, it's like tapping in now. And we've never talked about this, but this is live. Yeah. And we've been here for a few days, and I've never spoken about that. And this is what Solomon's going to do on his channel from now on, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do it for you, bro. I'm gonna
do it for you, man. Don't do it for me, man. Do it for
right. You're right.
Do it for you.
I tell people do it for you.
Yeah, now we all do it. But
it's just that, like I told you, I was there, like I didn't know what else to do. Like.
But now, what are you gonna do?
Just try to.
Not try. Get rid of the words.
All right, I'm gonna unfuck a lot of people.
Good, and you're gonna do it, and he's gonna do it by the way we're doing this. This is how we started. So he's gonna say, "How you going? I'm Solomon from Houston, Texas, and we're going to talk spirituality." That's all you're going to say. And then when this guy goes, you can't shut him up.
Bloody once I get the download, once I get the full channel, it's done. But
exactly right.
I'm gonna speak it until it go away, and then I'm gonna still speak it my way to give examples, so I can show y'all the difference between the ego and the, But I can give it to you like that until the channel comes back, and I'm right back flowing. It's like I have a question for some of y'all out there. Have some of y'all have been vibing with somebody, speaking so much, but you really not. It's really not you speaking. It's something that's showing you something through your mind. But you're speaking it so much, and all of a sudden you like kind of forget what you said a minute ago. If you ever been that way, that means you channeled a thought before.
Yes,
you channeled that
Absolutely.
thought. You stayed with that thought until that thought left.
It's sort of like you got Phoebe from Charmed. If you search, she puts her hand on something and she channels that.
That's how it is.
If you watch Charmed, ladies and gentlemen, it's like there's so many spiritual and esoterical messages and laws in that show. Once you are aware, it is unbelievable. It is that good. Yeah. If once you're at that level, and everyone's going to go, how do I get to the level? Come and talk to us, Diana, Sarah, Cortez, Jackie, Ariel. Ariel. Luna, Ariel. We can help you through. We can help you. We can help guide you. This is our point, the guide. And we've all got our superpowers, our Bat gifts. So on that note, Solomon, this is going to be the start of your new series. Yeah. So this video will be going up on White Warrior Health, obviously, and Journey of a Whitefeather, remove the mask, write the story, and we're gonna do King Solomon, however he wants to call it, whatever he's gonna call his channel. He's gonna be doing it too.
From Esoteric Minds.
What's it called?
Sorry? Esoteric Minds Media.
Esoteric Minds Media. Look it out for it. Hashtag all those things. So we look forward to having you on. You'll be on Spotify, which we'll set up. We'll be on YouTube and on Facebook. And all those kind of things. Have you got a final word for us, Solomon?
Only thing I can say is just stay aware. Oh, let me clean up this because y'all probably caught it. When I say you got to go to the underworld, I don't mean it in no hellish way. It's however your mind will shape it up. But I mean it in a subconscious way because that's how they got y'all. But I'm going to explain that one day in the video for you.
That's your next video. He's talking about that's his next video, okay?
Yeah, the underworld is the subconscious mind. You got the id, the ego, the superego, just like you have the different levels of conscious awareness. But this conscious awareness, you have to go deep inside. You have to go within in order to let it reflect out. if you get what I'm saying.
You will get what we're saying, because the next video coming from this man will be about the underworld, subconscious mind. Yep. To get to the subconscious, you got to get to the underworld. Part 2 from Solomon, right here in Houston, Texas. Thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome, bro.
There we go. Look, I'm wrapped. I'm in Houston, Texas. As good as that. So from me, from Words of the Warrior of TikTok, and you've got Journey of a Whitefeather, Remove the Mask, Write the Story. Are we writing? I'm writing. But anyway, at the end of the day, thanks very much for joining us. And you don't know where I'll be next time. Even my friends work out what the hell is this bloke doing, eh? But thank you to my best mate Solomon King, and it's going to be fantastic for him to start his new journey. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, my hero, Brett the Hitman Hart. There it is, from Calgary, Alberta. Caddy, never know, I might be in Calgary very soon. Hint, hint. Always be the best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be. We're watching a bit of Bray Wyatt now, my other hero, The Fiend. You know what I'm going. Take care, and we'll see you next time on Journey of a Whitefeather, Words of the Warrior, Remove the Mask, Write your story. Take care. Catch ya. Keep rocking.